Yo people, we are back. Welcome to today's episode of the M1 Show. And today guys, today's not a typical episode. No. Usually I come and do one review for you, right? But I asked on Instagram and the streets told me, nah, you know what, M1, you should make this one a 2-in-1 review. So today, I've not only got one pair of shoes to review for you, I have got two. Because why not? And today guys, I'll be reviewing the iconic Yeezy 700 Waverunners, and I'll also be reviewing their little bro, the Yeezy 700 Statics. And I can't lie guys, yeah, this review is going to be peaks though. And so guys, as usual, you know the drill. Make sure you like the video so other people can see it, because obviously the more you like, the more people see. Make sure you comment so that people know your opinions, and I know your opinions, so I know what you think of the shoe. And of course guys, make sure you subscribe, because this content is not going to slow down. It's going to keep coming. I'm not going to slow down, I'm not going to stop. So you might as well subscribe to the channel. You're going to do it at some point. You might as well do it now. And also guys, hit the post notification bell so you do get a notification when I do drop a new video. Because you need that, man. That bidding on your phone and when I drop a new video, you're active, you're live, do you get what I'm saying? Might as well look in and join the gang. But yeah guys, let's get into this one. And so guys, first things first, we need to know these are two different Yeezys. This is a Yeezy V1, this is a Yeezy V2. Out of the V2s, there were only, how many V2 colorways were released? I think 6. In the V1s, I think it was only 2. This one and the Mauve. So yeah, keep that in mind, right? And so there are some differences between these shoes. For example, in the heel tab section over here, we've got this lifted heel tab over here with that upper area and the 2 reflective panels over here and over here, and then the way the heel tab is, it's just the shape of it, right? When you compare it with this one, you get that scaffolding across the back sort of thing. I like to call it scaffolding, I don't really know what it's called, but it's along the heel tab. It's got that mesh coming through as well, and the mesh coming through here too, and then the shape's a little bit different, right? But apart from that though, and so yeah guys, 700, let me give you a quick timeline of the 700, yeah? Yeezy 700 version 1 and 2s, because these are the V1s and these are the V2s. So in 2017 November, the V1s came out. Now they came out and I can't lie, they caused a bit of a storm. People were confused. This shoe was very foreign to a lot of people, including myself. I saw these shoes and I was like, what the heck is that? Why are there so many colors clashing on the shoe? It doesn't make sense. Cool. And then they came into the market and sat and stayed. When I say sat, I don't mean sat as in they sat in stores and didn't sell. No, they sold and then people wanted them. More people were growing to like them. Again, me included. I understood how you could rock them. I understood how comfortable the shoe was, and I wanted a pair, but I couldn't get a pair. So for time, I didn't get a pair. Then 2018 December was the first release of the Yeezy Statics. Again, these are the V2s. So that kind of helped to fuel the hype of 700. So now there were, I think at this point, about 3 colorways to come out. And I think this Static was actually the first of the V2 colorways to come out. So yeah, it's holding its own in its own right, okay? Cool, just keep that in mind as well. Now, as time went on, the Waverunner was the most iconic, 700 being the first one. And also the color booking as well was quite unique. So, you know, it stuck out to a lot of people. And as time went on, obviously, they kept re-retroing the 700. So this one specifically, this Waverunner, has been re-retroed 6 times. This, in my hand, is the 6th re-retro of this shoe. Crazy, I know, right? This, however, since it's come out in 2018, has never been re-retroed until now. Until March 2022, March 2022, we haven't seen a re-retro of the V2. So obviously you can see how the journey's been different for these two shoes. Even though the shoe is very iconic, it's also been the most re-retroed. And yeah, so that's the deal with these shoes, isn't it? Cool. So this kind of helped to give dads a bit of a fashionable kind of vibe, because this was kind of made to be the ultimate dad crep. The dad crep that you can wear to motives and be respected, but also you can wear to the shops and, you know, feel like a dad, because it's a dad type shoe, and it's quite bulky but also very lightweight, very durable but also very multi-purpose. So it does a lot of things for people. And at the time when these dropped, that was also the time when the Nike M2Ks, if you guys remember them, the Technos, were going around, and they used to do serious numbers. So yeah man, those shoes there, cold shoes. And so yeah, obviously this was the kind of dad crep era, dad shoe era. And yeah, so these are just some of the creps in it. And obviously I've been waiting to get these two specifically for a long time. I didn't know when I'll get a chance. I knew the 700 Waverunner will see me eventually. I took an L on Yeezy Day last year, thinking I'll get a pair, didn't get a pair. But yeah, times have changed, and you know, I got my pair, finally. So yeah, now let's get into the reviews of the two shoes. So first of all, we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the Waverunner, and then we'll go into the stack afterwards. So yeah. And so guys, we're gonna start with the toe box area. So the toe box area is a grey suede, right? Nice, really nice material. It's not as premium as the first pair, obviously. As time goes on and the re-retros continue, the quality drops. It's unfortunate, but yeah. And then that encapsulates this little blue area here. And then again, that is supported by the black nubuck around this area too. And you have that contrasting sort of marine blue sort of colorway over here. Really nice, really different. And at first, like I said, when I saw them, I was a bit confused. I was like, yeah, Kanye, what the heck are you doing putting these kind of shades together? But obviously, like I said, as time's gone on, I've kind of seen what I want. And then cool. Now we get to the Cajun along the side, and obviously you can see the kind of mesh material over here. And the Cajun over here specifically is actually grey, but underneath it are 3 stripes, obviously reminiscent of the Adidas stripes, because obviously this is an Adidas based shoe, regardless of the fact that it's still Yeezy. They did use Adidas technology to make the shoe. So yeah, and then that is met up here with a bit of a nubuck around the lace locks. And remember the fact that these lace locks actually are directly connected to the lace lock, so there's no extension or anything. I'm going to explain why I said that later on. And then you have these extra eyelets over here if you want to have it a little tighter. Me personally, I like it being up here. Down here I don't understand why it's there, but yeah, I guess it's a bit of trial and error in it. Cool. And then obviously the black suede then continues going around the shoe, and it goes towards the back area of the shoe, and you get those kind of leather bits around the reflective area. So if you can see on a close up, so hopefully you can see this, there's like black leather just wrapping the reflective eyes over here and over here. Yeah, and then we get into the heel tab that I was explaining earlier, and you get that kind of soft cushion technology. It's very soft at the heel tab. A very comfortable shoe overall. Yeah, and around this heel tab as well, you get that mesh, which then supports the sock line area as well. Really nice, and just helps with comfort and aesthetics really. So yeah, and then in the laces, cool. So the tongue is obviously grey like the majority of the shoe, but then you also get that contrasting yellow lace. And at first, again, I was like, yellow laces, what you be doing, my boy? But bro, I can't lie, it makes sense. You have a V1, the first type of that shoe, you want to make a bang. You want to make it something that's going to last in people's memory, something different, something unique. Change the game, don't just be simple with a bland colour. And Kanye did that. He did that perfectly. So yeah, shout out to Kanye, shout out to designers. And then we get into the sole, and we get this kind of spillover effect. You get the black sort of like, it's like kind of ink falling out of a pen, and it's falling onto the sole, and it's coming to like random places over here. And then you've got the white contrasting, it's like a whitish, it's more of a white than an off-white, yeah, kind of color around the sole. And you get the orange accents where the air technology is in the shoe, and you go around to the back, and you've got this kind of black contrast within the sole. Again, just give a bit of contrast to the shoe. A couple indentations over here as well. And yeah man, again, very clean shoe. And just to say as well, along the side outside of the nubuck over here, sorry, the nubuck, the suede over here with the black bits, there's also like a sort of skirting along it, which is like a black leather skirting around this section over here specifically. So yeah. And then you get to the sole, and you got the black sole with the Adidas branding, and the EVA technology, EVA foam, which is the comfortable technology that makes the Yeezy so comfortable on foot. And they've been using it ever since. And yeah, you can just see that the actual foam in the little individual holes. And yeah, obviously then on the inside you have the Adidas Yeezy branding. And yeah, pretty cold shoe overall, pretty cold shoe. Now for me personally, oh, before I forget as well, there's also one more detail. On the inside of the V1s is stamped here, Yeezy. I'll try and show you again on a close-up, but yeah, stamped Yeezy over there. And that, it just gives a little bit of a touch to it, like a little bit of a sprinkle, do you get it? Yeah, and yeah, so yeah. The retail price of these hasn't changed. They've always been £250 in the UK. In the US, I think it might have been $300. I think, yeah. And the price has always been that. So yeah. And in terms of resale value at the moment, they're sitting at around 280. They've had 6 re-retros. You can expect for them to not be as prolific on the resale market as they once were. But who knows when Kanye's gonna stop producing these? Whenever he does, there'll be a point when people are looking for some, and you might just benefit. So if you want to hold them right now and wait till summer, fair enough. But then you never know. Maybe they'll bring out the Waverunners again on a Yeezy Day release or something. You don't know, because that's what they did last year. So you want to be careful that if you are selling them, you're not gonna get caught in the gap where you can't sell them anymore because they've re-retroed again. So yeah. And in terms of QC, guys, the QC on these were alright in it, but obviously, like I was saying earlier, the quality kind of dropped from when you compare it to the last one. My friend was also making a point that when he bought his Yeezy Day release Waverunners, they were made in India. These were made in China. So obviously there's a variance in suppliers, which means a variance in quality of shoes. So there's that as well to take note of. And also there's a couple like crease marks within the instep of my shoe. I'm not really sure why, because I really tried it on once, but you guys probably can't see it, but these are like the little details here and there. But in terms of like the speckle bits on the material, it's a bit jarring, but hey, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, this is an amazing shoe. So yeah. Then into the statics. So the statics again, the shape's slightly different, as you can see. If you want to compare the two, the shape is slightly different. Let me even get these up top for you so you can see and compare. As you can see, guys, shape is a little bit different in terms of the way they've kind of put the shoe and designed it together. But let's go over the shoe regardless. So we're going to start from the toe box again, and this time they've got a grey nubuck, slightly different colour grey on the nubuck over here, and it encapsulates this textile sort of mesh, foamy sort of material, and also it's got the reflective, I want to say, what is it? A reflective little bit over here, just encapsulating that section as well. And one thing I didn't mention is the lace lock. So over here, there's got the suede lace lock, and then it goes into the plasticky bit over here, the reflective bit. Whereas this goes straight into the reflective bit over here. So that's something to take note of, I guess. And then obviously throughout the shoe, the main color is grey, and it's a mixture of that grey nubuck and the grey textile material. And these shoes, unlike the others, the Waverunners, these actually have the lace locks over here as well, just to have the lace so they fly through rather than just kind of go in and out like these lower laces do. That's just another design difference between these and the V1s. The V1s only do this type of lace straight through, as you guys can see. So yeah. And then you get the reflective lines coming through on the side of the textile material, the mesh. It's a very lightweight shoe, very soft. And then what else? Then that is met by the cream contrast, and the cream contrast goes all around the shoe. So it goes along just above the sole, also goes around the heel tab. And there's a mixture of materials at the heel tab. There's a bit of mesh over here, but it's a bit tighter, and there's a looser mesh. That's on the majority of the shoe. The cream over here, the little scaffolding section that I was talking about. The reflective bit over here, and then you also get that kind of purely reflective section right in the middle, just right there, and the 3 circles. Just little bits of design in that. And then where there was color here before, they've taken the color out, so there's no color here. It's just the same color as the sole. And where there was the black ink thing that I was talking about, that's gone as well. It's just like the gaps that was left by whatever the shape was that they based on, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, it's something that I guess customizers could be able to play around with if they haven't already. I assume they have to, because customizers are pretty on job when it comes to this kind of stuff. And then you go to the sole, and you have the black sole that Adz branding again, and you have the EVA foam again over here, just looking smooth as usual. And the tongue is a little different. The tongue on these ones is a bit thicker, whereas this is, so the tongue's a little different on this one. The tongue on this one's a bit wider, whereas this one's a bit more curved, I think. Yeah, it's a bit more rounded, I guess I would say, yeah. And then I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but I'll try and show you. There's the Yeezy Orphalite Adidas branding, and Orphalite is obviously Adidas technology for soles, makes the soles really comfortable. And so these soles, I guess they would have maybe tried to make them a bit more comfortable than the V1 soles maybe. I'm not really sure if people felt the difference. But regardless, the EVA foam does the majority of the job when it comes to the comfort on these shoes. So yeah, again with some QC, it seems like it's not completely finished, like there's a bit of rough cuts on the edge of the shoe. But like I said, I'm just nitpicking. When I wear these on my feet and I'm walking around, people won't really notice these things, but I'm just doing this so you guys know that there's certain things that you might see on the shoe that you might not necessarily like, but at the end of the day, if you're happy to look past them, you'll have an amazing shoe on your hands. So yeah, these also retail for $250. I'm even noticing like a little glue stain. So yeah, and back to the made in India thing, these 700s were made in India. So like I said, there's a bit of supplier differences depending on the warehouse they chose to make them in. So yeah, so these are made in India while these were made in China. So just something for you to know. And yeah guys, overall, the Stacks are a really cold shoe, very clean, nice neutral tone for the all year rounders, and yeah man, very stylish piece of shoe. Obviously they retail for $250. Price hasn't changed since they've officially come out. Same thing with the Waverunners, they haven't changed. In terms of resale, even though these haven't come out since 2018, right now the StockX market is saying that they're selling for about their retail value. So if you're gonna sell them, you'll probably make about maybe nothing. You'll make a loss of about £30 if you sell them on StockX. So maybe if you're selling them, or if you're buying them to sell them, or if you bought them to sell them, I would say hold on for a little bit. Once they go out of circulation a little bit, then maybe you'll get a better value for money. Maybe around, I want to say £270 to £300. Yeah, that's what I can advise really. And in terms of styling these, this one I would say is a bit more easy, innit? You can rock these with straight leg cargos, you can rock these with like joggers as well. These ones, you can also rock these with straight leg cargos, but I feel like people find it a bit more difficult because there's so many colours on it. So what I might do styling videos for these, because I'm thinking about it now, it's been a while since I've done a styling video. I feel like I've got a lot of styling content to get out for you guys. So I'll try my best to get these, some styling content done for you guys on this, whether it be on Instagram, TikTok or YouTube. Just keep an eye on all platforms. And yeah guys, with that being said, make sure you follow me on all socials because things are going on different platforms. You don't know which platform I'll come on next, where I might just drop a little sign. So yeah, and yeah guys, obviously thank you for watching today's review. These have been the Yeezy 700s, the Waverunner V1 and the Static V2. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe as usual. And yeah guys, of course make sure you look in for the next one. Thank you for watching again, and until next time, peace out.